A certain Biafran hero, in the person of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, will always say, "What you don't know is bigger than you." A huge message has been sent to VeryDarkMan because he made a statement concerning the unaliving of the three saboteurs by Gentle. And the truth of the matter, critical points were actually raised in this particular video. Please make sure you share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible so that people, we also know the real truth and what actually transpired, because he made the comment in reference to the Biafran struggle. Leave Biafrans alone. Let them do their thing. In whatever way they decide to carry out their activities to get the freedom of their people is nobody's business. It's as simple as that, because Biafrans have gone through a lot in the hands of the Zoo terrorist government. So many cases I've not seen people come out to complain about the massacres being committed in Biafran land concerning, the activities of the terrorist Zoo government. But meanwhile, watch this video and make sure you share. This is a very important information.
Direct message to VeryDarkMan as he jumps into Biafra matters using Commander Gento as a scapegoat. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 27th of August 2025, and I have some very important information for all of you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important, I can assure you. I have a very important message to the VeryDarkMan. And I'm going to be very, very straightforward. So please, no matter your support to VeryDarkMan, no matter how much you love him, I want you to drop your emotions and listen to this very message, because we are currently in a very, very precarious moment. This is a dying minute, and we cannot allow anything or individual to be an obstacle or an impediment to the liberation of Biafra. Listen, VeryDarkMan is a man that I respect so much. Oh yes, I do. I have to confess. He's been doing a very wonderful job, even though I don't know his motive, because it is very clear that Nigeria can never stand, no matter how much you try to fight for it. No matter how much you try to advocate for it, it's not going to work. But meanwhile, I'm not going to advise VeryDarkMan on how he will fight, because he has chosen his fight. And I'm not here, I'm not in a position to tell him what kind of fight he should fight. So he has chosen to fight for one Nigeria, for a better Nigeria, but we have chosen to fight for Biafra, for freedom of our people, and nobody should cross carpet. There should be no gerrymandering. Fight for your Nigeria while we fight for our Biafra. Now, without further ado, let me first of all, before dropping my message to him, let me first of all read what he has written on his official X account. As you can see, this is VeryDarkMan's official X page with the blue verification tick. Now, according to him, you all know what has been trending, for the past couple of days. For the past 2 days, there's this propaganda video. Although the video was real, it happened. Those 3 boys were shot, and I don't believe that they made it alive. So, but the propaganda there is the attachment of Commander Gento's voice and name to that very, atrocity that took place somewhere in the east. I don't know where it really happened, but the voice there, the language was Igbo language. So I don't know if it really happened in the east or it happened somewhere else. I don't know. Now, According to VeryDarkMan, he said he executed these 3 young men at close range. I have not been myself after watching the video. My Igbo brothers, I asked again, is this the Biafra you want? He said, my Igbo brothers, I asked again, is this Biafra you want? Is this the Biafra that you want? He hasn't spoken or said anything bad here. He hasn't said anything bad here, I have to confess. But the problem that I have with him is attaching the picture of Commander Gentle here, and they said that he executed with the picture of Commander Gentle attached to it. Are you paying attention? Now that is my problem. So, before sending my message to VeryDarkMan, I want to tell him, VeryDarkMan, we all know you as a very good analyst. Why haven't you sat down and analyzed that very video, analyze the voiceover on that video, so that you can be able to come out with the truthful answer to yourself or to your question? First and foremost, VeryDarkMan, I want you to understand that the person who released that very video, the person who started circulating that very video, is an enemy of Biafra. This is a man who has taken Nigerian armed forces to invade various communities in Biafra land and unalive innocent people, including setting their homes ablaze. The man's name is called ÈKPÁ. He's also an Igbo man. According to him, he's an Igbo man. He speaks Igbo. He bears Igbo name. But we all know that Fulanis gave birth to all corners of Nigeria, including in the east. So anybody can claim to be Igbo, so long as you speak Igbo language. So he speaks Igbo, he claims to be Igbo, but we don't really know his bloodline. We don't know his DNA, if he's truly an Igbo man. So, but let's take it as he looks, that he's an Igbo man. But this is the man who has publicly declared his disdain on Biafra. So, anything from that man should be regarded as a propaganda so long as Biafra is concerned, because he hates Biafra. It is in the public. Now, VeryDarkMan, as a good analyst that you are, this man, according to èKPÁ that exposed that very video in the first place, claimed on a voice note that he sent to one of his agents, he claimed that the video was done that same day, which was day before yesterday, on the 25th of this month of August 2025. And he equally claimed on that same voice note that it was one of Gentle's boys that sent the video to him. But when you watch that very video, you will see that the person who recorded that very video was the same person who pulled the trigger. You will see the mouth of that very AK. You will see the mouth. So the video was taken with the left hand, while the person pulled the trigger with the right hand. So, and Gentle, as a commander, as a person that he is not somebody who drops his phone anyhow or gives to someone else to hold for him, because he knows that even without his phone, his life may be in jeopardy. So he doesn't drop his phone anyhow. So, according to that man who, made this video public, èKPÁ, claiming that one of the Gentle's boys sent it to him. So you should ask yourself, VeryDarkMan, how comes the so-called one of the boys of Gentle got hold of his phone, unlocked his phone, picked the video, and sent to èKPÁ? It's a very simple question. Then, secondly, as he claimed that the act or the execution was, done that very day. So, this Gentle that lives in the forest, this same èKPÁ said that they have chained all over the places in Okigwe where Gentle is located, that he cannot move. So how comes Gentle, who we have heard from Biafra Liberation Army that he was poisoned and he has been battling for his life for the past 1 week. How comes Gentle was able to come outside, left the forest to outside to execute these boys? My brother, VeryDarkMan, ask yourself, if these boys were members of Biafra Liberation Army, how comes they were caught, chained in the forest? And instead of punishing them in the forest, they brought them outside. Because if you look here, you see this is fence. This is not a forest, this is fence. And there's road here. So this is fence. I don't know if this is prison wall or a factory. This fence is not for a small house. It's not for a local house. This is a big fence, meaning that there's a building, something huge inside that very fence. Something huge is in that fence, because this fence is not for a poor village house. You understand? Now, how could Gentle capture these boys instead of taking them in their camp, or maybe capture them in their camp, and instead of using them for example as they claimed, he now brought them outside and shot them outside in the public? And these are people that their life are in danger. And now, if you watch that very video, you see that they were not many. The people who shot these young men were not many. They are like 1 or 2 persons who were there. So you ask yourself, how could Gentle be roaming about the village, whereby the same եկPÁ said that they have chained everywhere and he cannot come out? So, VeryDarkMan, again, as a good analyst that you are, I thought you could have seen these very handcuffs, this very chain, and tell yourself that this is an English handcuff. And this is not even for hands, this is chain cuff. This very cuff here is the one that they use for legs, for people who are in the prison. VeryDarkMan, if you look well, you see that the same cuff that they chain these guys with is the same type of cuff that they use on these two here, and they are English. You can see that these are English cuffs. You see, the other time I was live, I talked about this video, but I didn't analyze the video because I was angry. I didn't even want to play the video during my live broadcast because I was very, very angry. I was mad. I only analyzed the message, the statement of that very criminal called եկPÁ. The message that he sent, the voice note that he sent to his fellow criminal called Okechukwu, the one that called himself Biafran child that lives in Germany. So when you check these chains, you see that this is the same English cuffs, and they are in uniform. This one and this one are all the same. And the only place they use these chains are in the prison. So I ask you, what is the Biafra Liberation Army that have been in the forest for ages now doing with fresh English cuffs like this, like the one you are seeing? What are they doing with cuffs? These cuffs are strictly for prison. This is for prison warden and the Nigerian police. And they don't use these cuffs for outside job. They use the shorter cuffs when they want to go for outside duties. They use the short cuffs, not this long. This is the one they use for leg in order to allow the prisoners space to walk. Maybe when they want to transfer them to another place or something like that, they use this type of cuffs. You understand? So, my brother, VeryDarkMan, there are so many things in this video that if you truly want to analyze it, you will go deep. Now, they claim that they are his boys, according to the criminal that released this very video in the first place, claiming that these 3 boys were Commander Gentle's boys. And in that same video, Commander Gentle, you have watched the video, you heard Commander Gentle questioning these boys, asking them their names. In that same video, he was asking them where they come from. And you watched it. How could these boys gotten to the level of giving arms? You know, the time you join army, it's not the moment you carry arm. You need to undergo training for many months. You need to be checked They need to check you and see your morale and see the level you have gotten before they will now commission, before they will, allow you to carry arms. My brother, a soldier in a liberation army that has gotten to the level of carrying arms, to be allowed to carry arms to go outside. Let's not even talk about what they did with that arm, which we know is a crime. Let's not even go there at the moment. A soldier who has reached the level of carrying arms and their commander does not know their names. Their commander does not know where they come from, and they are in a liberation army camp. My brother, check it. I want you to, before you even talk anything about this, ask God to give you wisdom, for you to delve into this matter. Ask God for special wisdom that you are not even using on your other, analysis or activities. For this is a very delicate matter. They did this strictly to destroy Biafra, not even Gentle. Gentle is not their problem because they cannot see Gentle, they can't get Gentle. They have been fighting to lay their filthy hands on him for the past how many years? They haven't gotten him. So he's not the problem. The issue there is Biafra, because they know that Biafra is coming. They know that Biafra is near. They know very, very well that Biafra is near. And again, the judgment and the case of Mazi Samonep and Joko in Finland is coming to an end as soon as, very, very soon. We are expecting the end of that very case, or the final judgment, to happen in September, on the 1st of September. And they are now releasing videos, circulating videos. And if you listen to the voice message of that criminal that released this very video, he was busy mentioning Samonep boys, because they are shopping for evidences to send to Finland, to send to Finnish authority, in order to use it against Samonep. Are you paying attention? And again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's, judgment is coming very soon, in the month of October, next 2 months. August is already finishing, so we can equally say next month. So they are shopping for evidences to hold these two great men that we have in Igbo land, to hold them down. So my brother, go back again. If you do not have the voice note of that very criminal that released this very video, look for a way, get in touch with me. I will send you that voice note, so that when you bring that voice note, you watch this video again, then you connect the dots. You know what happened there. You know the game that they played. My brother, Biafra is real, and the enemies are not sleeping. They cannot fold their arms and watch Biafra go just like that. They are not sleeping. My brother, they are not sleeping. I'm telling you. So before you delve into this matter, ask God for a special wisdom, or you just leave it. Just leave it, because there are a lot is going on. There are so much sabotage. There are a lot of sabotage in this very struggle. And the Fulani, the government, is using our fellow Igbo people to destroy Biafra that we are looking for. I'm telling you the honest truth. I am telling you the gospel truth, very dark man. So please, just leave this matter completely. Leave it completely. Don't even think of going there, because there are so many things that you do not know going on in this very struggle. I'm telling you, if he wanted to execute them, instead of doing that in their own camp, he brought them outside along the road in the public to execute them, where the Nigerian military is already everywhere. Send somebody to Okigwe, they will tell you what is going on in Okigwe. Nigerian army is everywhere. Okigwe is militarized. My brother, no put mouth for this matter. I'm telling you, because you don't know what is going on there. You don't know anything that is happening there. In this our age now, you and I know very well what AI can do. You and I know. Very dark man, I'm sure you are very, very vast in the recent technology. You know what AI can do. If I want to tarnish your image, I can easily use AI to create a voice. I can even create your video. But when you look at it very well, you know that yes, this is not real. This is not my real video. But creating someone's voice with AI is very easy. Even you don't need to build you don't need to go and build website for it. You only use application. Even with your mobile phone, you can change somebody's voice. You can change a voice to somebody's voice with your ordinary mobile phone. You can only download the app. You can install the app on your phone and then you have somebody's voice as you want. You don't need computer to do that. This is the modern age, so you know what I'm saying. For the crime, it was committed. But how comes an enemy of Biafra is the one that released it and claiming that it happened that same day? My brother, I beg, leave this matter, because this matter too deep, and it has taken a whole lot of people. It has taken a lot of lives. And don't allow people to deceive you with propaganda. Go back and watch that video and listen to the voice message of that man called EkaPÁ. All the things that I have listed here, I want you to pay attention to them and go back to work. Go back to that video and make sure that you listen to the voice of that very man, that very evil man who released this very video in the first place. There are many things I did not say here because of time. But try and listen to that audio. If you do not have that audio that man sent together with this very video, his voice note, reach out to me, like as I said before. I will send it to you. You can chat me up, in the comment section on YouTube. I will respond to you directly. You can DM me on Facebook at Biafra Unite Official. Biafra Unite Official. You can chat me up there. I will send you that voice note in case if you don't have it. Try and make sure, or even on X, Biafra Unite Television, on X, you can send me a message on X. I will send you that very voice note. You need to listen to that very voice note in order for you to understand where this whole propaganda is coming from. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozi akorute VeryDarkMan unte and make it go viral.